So just adjust this slightly. Oh, it looks alright. Yeah, so basically I decided to just get one more ride in before it starts raining for the next bloody God knows how long. And I'm going to take a little detour around, a little ride around Canterbury. Yeah, I thought that would be nice. Oh, well, what's in Canterbury? Well, an awful lot, actually. There's barracks and there's museums of different kinds. There's the castle. Apparently the original castle was one of the original royal castles. Don't know too much about it really. I'm not a historian, but you know, you just pick stuff up as you go. I mean, it's a brilliant town. I love it. Huge history. Of course, it's got the history of Thomas Becket, who was murdered in, oh, I don't know, 1100 and something. He had a bit of a spat with King Henry II. Wow, look at me. Blimey. Yeah. So how did I know that? Anyway, you just pick it up as I say. So yeah, he was murdered in his cathedral, the Archbishop Thomas Becket, and by knights. There's many different versions, I think, of how they murdered him, but one of them was talking about decapitating slightly the top of his head, exposing his brain. It's disgusting, disgusting. But anyway, they do like to talk about this gory stuff, these historians. I'm not one, so I'm not going to go into detail. In fact, there's a better person that would be much better at this. One, my mum, and then another motorcyclist who rides a Harley with her husband, and she's probably much better at this historic stuff than I am, obviously. But yeah, so what else is in there? Well, there's the castle walls. There's the castle gate. Now the castle gate, now that's interesting because there's a restaurant connected to that, and it's a museum bit down there too. It's the oldest, oldest, best remaining castle gate in Britain, and it faces the road that would take you to London. So basically the castle and the cathedral and the other churches in there, and you know, there's various other things, synagogues and whatnot, and in fact there was a synagogue that was built by the Knights Templar in there, I think I saw a sign for. I mean, there's all kinds of, the history in there is incredible. So anyhow, as I say, I'm no historian, so you know, if you're interested in that sort of thing, then look it up. But I can tell you for now, Canterbury is well worth a visit. Kent is well worth a visit, but Canterbury especially, it's just awesome. Tales, because that's another famous thing, isn't it? And Chaucer, the writer who wrote Canterbury Tales, another very famous thing. Canterbury is just full of it, you know. So yeah, he wrote some funny old tales. There were some funny ones and some pretty slapsticky ones and rude ones and whatnot. But anyway, we went to the Chaucer Tales sort of museum-y thing, and it was acted out and they talked things through. It was really quite entertaining, so that's a good thing to check out. That's in the centre of Canterbury. Yeah, and then of course there's the, you know, the various walks, ghost walks and things like that you can check out. And of course the tours, there's many tours. And then there's the punts as well, just like Cambridgeshire. We have our own punts and river tours. Yeah, pretty awesome. And then not to mention there are a shed load of bars and restaurants, all of which, you know, I've enjoyed. Well, most of them. And many pubs. And of course you've got the cathedral, which is like, I think, the biggest cathedral in Britain. If not the biggest, it was the first built, I think. There's some major thing there. See, I told you I'm not a historian. And yeah, well, there you go. That's been okay. So just coming down to Canterbury now, and then obviously there's the university, Christchurch. Yeah, so Augustine Abbey there, which we will take a walk in there eventually, me and Bob. But we're going to take a little look down here. These lovely old buildings, look. There we are, St Augustine's College, or King's College, I'm not quite sure which one it is. Seriously old. And then you got the view of the castle walls, and obviously Canterbury Cathedral. So you might see that a few times. I'm going to go around a couple of ways, I think. But yeah, the castle walls are amazing, aren't they? So yeah, there's more castle walls there, look. More walls. You can walk across the top. Again, these are things that I should do with Bob. I'm not going to do them on my own because it's unfair, you know. And it's nice to do things like that in the winter. When the tourists aren't about and it's less crowded, you know. Castle Street or Castle Row. Take a look at that. That's the original castle. Again, you can take a walk in there and stuff and have a good look around, and we will be doing that, I can assure you. I'm going to take a little ride down here, wait for the cars to go. But yeah, that is awesome, isn't it? So awesome. Nice little parks around here. I'm going to show you one now. There's some lovely apartments down here. Some for sale. Even with parking. Wow, look at that. And this is an awesome park here. Some amazing flats, townhouses. This takes you to a nice pub. The Shepherd Neame pub, White Hart. And they have a nice garden in there. That takes you to the park that side. Oh yeah. Loads of shops down here. It's busy, busy, busy. Dead ends, I've got to turn around. I think it's shut at the moment. The notorious BRG, which is a burger bar. They do a vegan menu as well, and it looks great, and it's open, but not today. Maybe another day. But they're really naughty, dirty burgers, which I would love, but it'll probably give me a heart attack. I'll leave that for another day, the heart attack. Yeah, more castle walls, another church. Now this end is really interesting. I like this end. I mean, the whole of Canterbury is interesting. It's lovely, lovely, lovely. Speed limit of 20. Let's just slow down a bit. A lot of these houses are for sale. Whether they're university lets, I have no idea. So yeah, just round the corner is Westgate, which is the original, the original gates to the city of Canterbury. And as I said before, it's the oldest city gate remains, or the biggest city gate remains in Britain. Here we go. There we go. And there's a bar there and everything to the right. Pound Lane. It's busy today. This is obviously a dead end. Nice. Now this is the road to London, apparently, or was. I'm sure there's many roads to London. Lots of Shepherd's Neame breweries. Townhouses. So yeah, so another nice bit of the river. You can see better from this side of the road. Lovely. Various old pubs, old buildings, old houses, you know. And then of course the castle gate. And that's a view up the high street. So you get a better view from this side, you know. Another church. Full of churches, Canterbury. Full of them. Castle. Now, I know it looks like I'm not looking at the road, but I actually am. But I just tilt my head slightly and you get to see the castle wall. There you are, look. Behind that is Canterbury Cathedral. You can just see there, look. Now that's a nice sight of the cathedral, isn't it? They've still got scaffolding over the far end there, but you can see the colour is so different. Well, that's if you can see it on this camera. There you go. But as I say, I should be doing more of that with Bob over the winter. There's something to do and to get out and do, you know. Yeah, these are these statues. I'll look at them at some point. I reckon it's something to do with Chaucer. There you go. Yeah, it's open.